Hello everyone, I recently risked 2% of my portfolio on a single SME stock and gained massive 4x return. While most trader and investor were down 30 to 40% this year, this single trade recovered my 90% of the losses. So if you ask most trader and investor around you, they'll tell you that to make big money from the market, you need to have a secret strategy, or you will have to take a massive leverage or extreme high risk in the market. But after 7 years of learning very hard way, I realized that all this is completely wrong. So the truth is strategy is only 30% of your whole system. The real secret behind consistent return comes from stock selection, risk management, and your psychology. So this is the foundation of my M3 framework that I personally use while investing. So today I am going to break down the exact trade that I took and show you how to apply this framework so you can maximize your gain, mathematically reducing your drawdown, controlling risk according to your trade plan and financial goals. So the stock that I was talking about was the PCCL, Petrocarbon and Chemical Limited. This is the SMA stock, and I don't recommend you to invest in this kind of stock, SME or a small cap, because a lot of stock has low liquidity and there is maximum time you will see there is an upper or lower circuit. So if you're ignoring risk management, and then you may face a big drawdown because it will be very difficult for you to exit once you enter this stock. So you need to understand the liquidity and check the order book before taking any position, and also take advice of your advisor before investing in any such stock. I am just showing my analysis and my way of analysis so that it may help you to create a process in your trading and investing strategy or system that you're following. So as you can see on the chart, uh, this I from June I was following this stock, and it came into my setup, and I have already recorded a video on the anchored VWAP that I use maximum time. So I mark anchored VWAP on the highest high and the lowest low. So here you will see that on the lowest low, the price is constantly sustaining above this anchored VWAP. Okay. So I was following this stock since July, August, and around 180 rupees, 180 rupees, and you will see the price is sustaining above this anchored VWAP. And if you go on the lower chart, okay, so this is my indicator. It represents the buy and sell volume with respect to the candle uh, that is created on the chart. So if you see here, so this is where buyer entered. You see here, this the buyers are around 1 lakh 78,000, and the sellers are around 67,000. When you go in the weekly chart, you will see that the sellers are decreasing in the market from the market, and slow and steadily buyers are entering and sustaining. And if you see here, whenever price hits low or open low, there is a strong bias coming in, and this shows that there is an accumulation that is happening in this zone. Okay. And when you go to the daily time frame from 181, if you see, whenever price open up low, there's strong buying coming in, and then price rally, and this is happening maximum time. If you see, major candles are created in a same way. Whenever there is a price opens up low, buyers push the price, and this is where I was planning to enter around 180 and 190, but I got entry around 217 rupees. This that is here. And if you see the trend line, uh, here in this zone, though I entered around 217 here somewhere, price was in range in accumulation, and you will see a strong sharp move here. And again, price came above the anchored VWAP, and strong seller entered here, pushed the price down. I was very much confident here because of this. If you see here, the buyers were around 8 lakh 60, and the sellers were around 361. So I knew that buyers are strong in this zone, and they are going to push the price up, and they are going to absorb the sell liquidity. And this is what happened. Again, though the price dropped below my buying price, I hold this position because only reason was this strong buying, and slow and steady I saw the price rallying again. And then one confirmation was, even after such liquidity, this is where the manipulation was done, price was pushed down, and then a lot of selling orders were created here, and it made a selling order for the big players, so they might have entered here and again accumulated the stock here, and then price again rallied from this zone. And when price again came here and it was range, created a range here, I knew that this is going to break out of this. So I hold on to my position, and you see a great rally here. And though my exit was around 358, target was around 358, I exited here only for the reason, if you mark volume, if you mark volume profile, uh, fixed volume profile of this range from high to low, you will see that this is where the high volume node is, and uh, it is price behavior that price doesn't move in a single direction for a long time, it has to correct. So if you see here, price from here price rallied 38%, and then you see a seller entering, and then seller dragged the price down. Same way here also, after here, from this zone, okay, if you see from this level of 218 to 301, again it is 38%, and plus it is coinciding with the high volume node. So I'm expecting that again there will be a correction, a small correction, or even you may see a dump here, because this is an SME stock, I cannot risk all the return. So I exited here. I don't want to take chance on this, because it has already gave me 1:5 risk to reward ratio, recovering my 90% of the loss of my portfolio. So I don't want to take a chance on the returns that I have made. So I exited here for this reason. If this high volume node would have been here, I would have strongly hold on to my position, but I don't want to risk it. And secondly, if you will ask me, was I in all this trade, was I been in panic, or in anxiety, or tensed every day opening chart and looking at this stock on my position? So I would say no, because I was very much calm during whole this investment, because I was following my system, my risk management. I knew how much I am going to lose. So it didn't bother me. I was just holding on with, though I was studying the chart every 3-4 days, understanding the price, what is happening, and the volume, and kept so my system gave me conviction and I followed it. So this is where I exited. This is how I trade. And here from September 1 2004 to 1st May, the portfolio was my portfolio was down only minus 10%, so we're around 33,000 rupees. And from when I exited this position from September, you can see now the realized profit till from 24 September 24 to 8 May is around 500 600 500 rupees, where I recovered whole my loss. And where and PCCL, you can also say I bought PCCL around 217 rupees and exited at 301. So this is how I analyze my trade. And after reading, and again the indicator that I am showing here, this is just 20% of my strategy. I focus more on the price action, and this is just a confirmation. This gives me confidence to hold on to the price even if there is a huge volatility. So don't this I'm not just blindly following this indicator. This is just 20% of whole my strategy. Many people will show you they have made 200, 300, even 400% return from the market. Some might even tell you that they have taken huge leverage or huge risk and made a huge return from the market. And some might also show you the fancy return or screenshot, but you should always check the return with respect to portfolio, and very few will show you the one trade that has recovered their whole portfolio even after the drawdown through proper execution. And this is what I wanted to share with you today. Over the last 1.5 years, market have not been easy. Most investors were down 25%, minus 30, even minus 50%. But this stock rallied strongly even during a period when market were reacting to warfare and uncertainty. The company chart was showing that institution is accumulating and positioning itself before retailer can even understand this opportunity. The interesting part is I didn't predict anything. I was just simply following the system that I have created for myself. And the shocking part was with risk of only 2% of my portfolio, I gained nearly 9%, which is roughly 1 is to 4 or 1 is to 5 risk to reward. This single position recovered my 90% of the losses, bringing my portfolio to break even. Many people still think that success in the market comes from indicators, unnecessary leverage, complex strategy. But after 7 years of experience, I understood that 70% of the success comes from your system, your trade plan. A strong system is built on stock selection, risk management, and your psychology. In first to 2 year of your market journey, you will experience losses, you will blow your accounts, feel anxiety and panic. You will also think about quitting it. Let me tell you, all this is normal because all the trader and investor whom I have met who are successful today have went through this phase. And one thing they always say is that market humbles you. Market humbles everyone. It teaches you that the market is supreme. Until you accept that, you will still keep struggling in the market. When I took this trade, my portfolio was down 10%, but I still took this trade because my system gave me a conviction. There was no stress, no panic. I was focusing only on the execution. So with all this information, don't misunderstand me. I'm not recommending you to invest in microcap or SME stock because this stock hits upper and lower circuit. If something happens and you are ignoring your risk management, it can blow your account also, and it will be very difficult for you to exit when it start lower circuit. For me, in this 2% risk rule was non-negotiable. So stop chasing strategy and start building system. Always ask yourself why I am selecting this stock. What is my entry and exit plan? How much I am willing to lose? Is this risk worth the reward? This is how long-term success is created in investing and trading. My goal is to change your perspective on the market. Trading and investing are not entertainment. They are serious skill that can completely change your life if it is done correctly. If you are connected with my analysis, if it is helping you understand the market in a better way, then do like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share it with your friends who are already struggling in the market and trying to become successful as a trader or investor. And also comment only if genuinely this video is helping you, because it motivates me to share my real journey in the market and help you create bulletproof psychology for investing in the market.